Albertan children go back to school next week, and teachers and parents feel left in the dark as Omicron cases continue to rise rapidly.
The government has said expect someone around you when you go to an event. Someone will have COVID. Now you expect these kids who are afraid of getting COVID to have to go and sit among people all day long looking around to see who's got COVID.
Parents like Marie Watts concerned for their children's physical and mental health as they aren't sure what next week will bring when kids are expected to go back to school.
It's like we're in this, again, this sort of crisis, uncertain scenario where there's a bunch of different moving pieces and a bunch of different moving factors.
Edmonton Public School Board Chair Tricia Estabrooks is calling for answers and an actual plan, like how they'll manage in-person learning with an expected staff shortage as teachers and aides need to isolate after testing positive. Tuesday, Premier Jason Kenney saying the province prefers in-person learning but is weighing options for the new year. But for parents like Watts, with COVID being airborne, they've been raising concerns around air filtration inside classrooms, something brought up at an EPSB meeting earlier this month.
Schools either have to have MERV 13 filters in their HVAC and or put HEPA portable filters, portable air purifiers in each classroom. But also from what I hear from talking to ventilation engineers, it seems likely that many schools in Edmonton, their buildings are so old that they couldn't accommodate MERV 13 filters. Their fans just aren't powerful enough.
For their part, the Edmonton Public School Board says they asked the province for help with filtration, but didn't receive any.
To be honest, this was an advocacy point that the previous Board of Trustees made to the provincial government. Give us some improved standards, give us some funding to improve ventilation in our schools. No action was taken on any of that.
With concerns around staffing levels, Alberta Teachers Association President Jason Schilling says the province needs to consider that it's not only staff that are infected.
I've heard the minister and the government at times, dismiss, well, kids don't get as sick, but they go home at the end of the day. They interact with family members at the end of the day. And we want to make sure that we're keeping everybody as safe as possible.
For Watts, she has concerns around long COVID after watching a family member suffer with it for over a year.
Yeah, for us, going online would be a big relief.
In Edmonton, Darcy Ropchan, City News.